From the first settlers to our nation's founding, Philadelphia boasts one of the richest histories of any city in the United States. Long before the city was founded, early explorers to the New World recognized this fertile land, lying at the junction of the Schuylkill and Delaware rivers, as a perfect place for settlement and trade. America would eventually be born in Philadelphia, but one thing is certain: Philadelphia was born on the waterfront.
Just ask anyone, what is Philadelphia known for? And you'll hear many answers.
City of brotherly love.
The Constitution.
Rocky. Ben Franklin.
Liberty Bell. Cheesesteaks and independence.
Who said cheesesteak?
The ocean.
Philadelphia lies on the Delaware River. Its access to the Atlantic Ocean is 100 miles away. Yet for more than 300 years, Philadelphia has been a major port city, connected to the world by water. By the 1750s, merchants were shipping wood, grain, and flour to the West Indies or Caribbean islands. These products were then traded for sugar and rum, which were then shipped to Great Britain. Years later, in 1776, members of the Second Continental Congress signed the Declaration of Independence, and the War of Independence formally began.
They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety.
Due south of Penn's Landing, very close to where you are now sitting, stood a shipyard belonging to Joshua Humphreys. Humphreys was one of Philadelphia's most capable and experienced shipbuilders. As Congress prepared for war, Humphreys was selected to convert several merchant ships into war vessels for a new Continental Navy.
Humphreys' frigates were truly marvels of their time. Unrivaled in performance, they could outrun, outmaneuver any ship on the ocean.
While Humphreys' frigates were truly magnificent, it was the commanders and crew sailing the ships who were the heroes of their time. One such hero was Philadelphia-born U.S. Navy Lieutenant Stephen Decatur, Jr. Philadelphia's ships and seamen were known worldwide, but it was also becoming well known for its enterprising inventors and engineers. These inventors would help lead Philadelphia into the Industrial Revolution.
Can anybody name any ideas or inventions that first originated in Philadelphia?
Electricity?
Electricity wasn't invented in Philadelphia.
It wasn't invented there, but Benjamin Franklin discovered it.
Another inventor, John Ericsson, perfected what we know today as the ship propeller. Located at the rear of the ship behind the rudder, it was less fragile than a paddle wheel and allowed for easier maneuvering. Ericsson was a prolific inventor. He went on to build the famous Civil War ship USS Monitor. It was an ironclad steam vessel driven by a screw propeller. The USS Monitor engaged the Confederate ironclad Virginia in combat on March 9, 1862, and naval warfare changed forever.
In the 1870s, British, Irish, Germans, Eastern European and Russian Jews, Poles and Italians all called Philadelphia their new home. Philadelphia's population grew by over 1 million people, and the city turned into a teeming metropolis of smoking factories and belching steamships, producing an output of technological advancements unparalleled in modern history.
I turned to Captain Gridley and said, "You may fire when you are ready, Gridley."
Dewey's fleet destroyed the Spanish squadron without the loss of a single American life. The Olympia is the sole surviving naval combat vessel of the Spanish-American War. The Bakuna prowled the Pacific for Japanese ships, sinking 3 of them.
Millions of women answered government's call to fill vacant job positions left by the men. In Philadelphia's naval complex, women were recruited into the labor force, doing many of the shipbuilding jobs men did.
Over 3,000 ships load and offload their cargo each year. Cocoa beans for Hershey's chocolate, steel, oil and lumber, fruit from Chile, meat from Australia, and much, much more. For as long as the Delaware runs to the sea, the Port of Philadelphia will forever be the port of innovation, transformation, and opportunity.